So if a guy makes $20 an hour and he's, I think a reasonable first date spend would be $100. If he's making $20 an hour, that's 5 hours of work for the both of you.
Okay.
To be fair, he's eating his own food. So just your portion of that bill, let's say it's $50. A man who makes $20 an hour has to work 2.5 hours. Now, I'm not even factoring in tax. 2.5 hours to take you on a date. When I think about the bow that I desire, 3 seconds, done. That's all she has to do. It's effortless. Any woman can do it. When a girl says men should pay for first dates, the translation there is go dig a ditch for 2.5 hours. Instead of the bow, if I told a woman, you have to go physically labor for me for 2.5 hours to go on a date with me, y'all would be like, that's way worse than the bow. That's I'm not digging a ditch for you for 2.5 hours.
Men, I think what you have confused is that as a woman, I don't need you any longer. Like up until the 70s, I needed you to get a credit card. Up until recently, I needed you to have a baby. I don't need you anymore. You don't complete me. Like Jerry Maguire said, I am complete by myself. So when I say you have to earn me, it's that you have to earn the right to receive my time, my beauty, my femininity, my softness. Like I'm an add value to you more than you're an add value to me.
Let me ask you, what is you say you add value, you're an add value to him. What is it, honey? I want to know. I want to see it in list form because your personality bites. It sucks, right? I couldn't listen to you for more than a hot minute, right? And if I were a guy and took you on a date and you had even a touch of that little nastiness in your voice, I would be out of there, before you could blink.
A woman is like, tell me the truth. And then you tell them a truth and they don't like that truth. And they get really upset about that truth. And as a woman, because we're motivated to not upset people, they actually think that if you know how upset I am about what's true for you, you will change what's true for you. They really think that. But you guys are smarter than that. Because it's been true for you for a long time. And there were no problems until you told her. Since you're just a hairy woman, you're going to be motivated to not upset me, and you're going to change yourself in order to not upset me, just like I'm trying to change myself to not upset you.
Right.
And really honest men just stop telling the truth because it's not worth it.
They're so full of crap. They need you guys so bad it hurts.
So I just found out that I'm not hot. And this was based on a really humbling experience where I'm trying to get 4 men together to help me move a really heavy object from point A to point B. Not a far point A to point B either. And I can't do it. It can't be done. I mean, I've tried for days, texting every man I know.
Guys used to do this stuff for girls who were interested in them, right? It used to be that a girl was interested in a guy and she'd almost use that as like a, hey, can you come and help me? She had ulterior motives. He knew it. They were all in on the game. It was like a mutual thing. You both got something out of it. You got your stuff moved and he got a date and it was like a cute little thing, right? That's not what's going on. You ladies are using these guys, and maybe the first few times they fell for it and they went and they moved your freaking granite table. You know what they got out of it? Zilch.
Okay, so you cheated because you were bored. He didn't have time for romance. Really? So let's get this straight. He worked 6 days a week, 12 to 16 hours a day, in the house of the Lord every Sunday with you and the 4 kids that you all have together, attended football practices after work, and made sure a baby girl got to ballet. No bills behind, always treating you with love and respect. He's good to your parents and his, and when it comes to decisions for your household, he always consults you. He supports you in your goals and dreams, make sure you know how beautiful you are, and the list goes on, but I'll stop there. Because even after all that, you were bored enough to cheat. It's situations just like this one that has a lot of these good men not wanting a relationship. Be well.
So this guy that's been trying to take me out, finally picked a day. And so I was like, okay, well, what time and where? And he said, well, I don't know. Do you like coffee? Now, on a scale from 0 to 10, 10 being super big, 0 being no bitch at all, can I respond never on a first date?
This is the exact attitude that is honestly exhausting for men. My honest advice is to please show this attitude off as soon as possible to the men that you're speaking to, because at least then they will have an honest take of who you are as a person and how it would be to be in a relationship with you. And then at least that man will be free to either just focus on his own peace or find somebody else to focus on.
Yeah,
Are you gonna let me in? Why is my key not working?
because I changed the locks.
Why?
Because Brian told me that you still have a Tinder.
Can you please just let me in the house?
No. Go back to wherever you were staying, which I don't believe at all that was your sister's house.
You're really not gonna let me in?
No. I could have told you earlier, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, why did you let me get all the way to the front door?
Because I wanted to waste your time. Because you wasted a lot of mine, so.
He shouldn't be broke and sitting around all day.
I drive Uber.
He should be goal oriented.
I drive Uber 12 hours a day.
Down and figure something else that you could do. You could become a courier or something like that.
What if he likes driving Uber? He likes
right, but you could split that up though. You like driving for Uber, but there's other things that you could also do in between that time, like if you don't have rides and like that. So like there's other things that you could do.
I can sustain my level of life with the job that I'm doing, the regular.
Then if you're someone that's content with doing something so small, then you wouldn't be the right person for me.
So you're saying a 9-to-5 job is something small?
No, because I have a 9 to 5.
Don't worry about it. Something so small, like having consistent paying job, like me being able to pay the rent on the first. Something so small. I love how she just minimalizes a man being financially stable. I understand that I'm not lit and I don't have a 10,000 square foot house. But you know, this 3-bedroom house on the south side, I can handle that shit. And I apologize if I'm not the man for you because my consistent paying job is so small. Thank you, man. I pray you find what you're looking for.
So Ron's about you being content with that. You being content with just doing that. I work a 9 to 5 as well. I'm a quality engineer. I'm not content with that. I'm also a model. I'm also an actor. I'm also a recording artist. I do multiple things.
None of that. Why are we minimalizing that actually make us some money right now? The job is what pays the bill. So shouldn't we have a little more respect for the job? I mean, I'm sorry. My father worked for 25 years in the military and worked 20 years after that, and I never would call his accomplishment small. If we was broke, we didn't know it. Every Christmas I had under the tree. I wouldn't call that small. I would call that stable. I would call that, taking care and raising a family. I'm sorry that jobs are small now.
I'm looking for new people to come on my podcast, the Ugly Money Podcast. Imagine if millions of people heard your story, knew about your business, your music, your film, whatever you got going on. All you got to do is DM the word interview to this page right here. It's not free, but it's so affordable that you're not going to want to miss it. Let the world know what you got going on. Let the world hear about you. I need you on the Ugly Money Podcast. DM me now.
My last relationship, we broke up because he asked me to marry him, but then he asked me to sign a prenuptial agreement, and I said absolutely not. I think that's bogus. I'm not gonna sign a piece of paper that says that if you leave me, I get nothing. Like, no, I think that I should have half of everything that you've worked your entire life for. And I think that's fair.
You see, this is why they don't want to sign the prenup, because they think they're entitled to half of this you worked your ass off for when you didn't even know that they existed. They think they're entitled to half of that. That's what's bogus. That's what's crazy.
I'm sorry.
All good, but I gotta go now. I remember how things went. I don't wanna repeat it, so take care of yourself.
Shit.
That's how you do it. I have no idea who that young man is, but I want you to know I'm proud of you. That's exactly how you handle an ex calling you back a year later after they hurt you. There's no sense or no reason why. One, you should give them a second chance, especially if they hurt you. You know your self-worth, you have self-respect, and more young men need to follow your lead. So again, I don't know you, but I'm proud of you. Follow this young man's lead and don't go back to a situation where they hurt you. That's how you do it.
And that is not how logic works. You can't just say that I'm willing to
tell me how logic works. Give me one rule of law of logic. Give me one law of logic. One.
It's based in fact and truth.
What? What? Can you give me a single law of logic?
Can you?
Yes, I can
Okay,
give you all
so
three
this
laws.
is-
The first is the law of non-contradiction. The second is the law of excluded middle. How many would you like? Would you like to get into informal logic as well?
Yeah, go for it.
Would you like to get into the law of identity? That's the third law. What else would you like?
That's semantics at this point.
No, that's literally the opposite of semantics. Do you know what semantics are? Because that's not semantics.
Okay.
And I think going back to the point that Brian was making a little while ago, I do understand where he's coming from, because a man, regardless of if, let's say the man makes $50 an hour, right? Well, I guess he would have to work a couple hours anyway to pay for your whatever it is, 50 hours. Let's say he makes $100 an hour, so I have to work an hour. 2 or 3. Actually, if I make $100 an hour, then I'd have to probably pay or work an hour and a half, 2 or 3 hours in order to basically cover the entire night, right? Which is, you're making $100 an hour. You're doing pretty well. you're doing pretty well, but I'm still putting in work. I still have to put in time, and that money that I put in with my time is going to go to you. And after I spend $300 to $400 on you, just for you to come back and say, not even be really interested, not graceful, or showing any type of etiquette, that's kind of what makes a man say, I don't want to do this again. And what he's saying is, if I have to work this much and all I ask you to do, I mean, he's probably just joking, but he's doing the ridiculousness of it. I'm just asking you to bow for like a few seconds. Well, I don't want to have to, swallow my pride and my ego. Exactly. Isn't that what you ask men to do, though? Swallow your pride, swallow your ego. Come apologize to me first. Plan the date for me. Do everything for me. Swallow your pride, swallow your ego, and simp for me for an entire lifetime. That's what you're asking. But you don't want to bow for 3 seconds and nobody's even watching.
Every single person with a septum piercing are the same crazy fit online that cancel everyone and go crazy and are weird.
Why do you like to make fun of my septum piercing?
Zoom in on that. That's why.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Most of the times when you see it, you can expect some crazy dumb. I literally saw a video the other day with a female with one of those piercing, and it turns out that she wasn't talking some dumb. And I was shocked. I'm not even gonna lie.
If you can't name one good thing about the other side, you're brainwashed. If you can't name one bad thing about your side, you're brainwashed. It's as simple as that.
Tell this man is a master of his craft because of how he explained this so simply. Quite literally, if you cannot challenge the thoughts of people around you in fear that they're going to side against you, then you're not a part of a movement, you're not a part of something special, you're a part of a cult. If you cannot have free thought or ask questions as to why we feel this way, then you're in a cult.
Fantasize romance so much, we almost don't like the truth. And the truth is, you will not always be so googly eyed over your partner. The truth is, sometimes you're really going to be disappointed, upset, angry, emotional, bothered. You don't even frustrated. You don't even want to be around that person, right? These moments can happen in your relationship, and it doesn't mean that you're ready to throw in the towel or you're ready to give up or you're ready to say this person is not for me. It just says, hey, this is a trigger and a signal that's telling me something that happened doesn't feel good. What does that mean?
So my daughter's father tells me today that for spring break, he's taking our daughter, we have one daughter together, to Disneyland for 5 days. And I guess it was going to be a surprise, or it's going to be a surprise, or was, whatever. So I'm like, awesome, I'm going to go shopping, get her a couple outfits, I'll get her a new bathing suit, da-da-da. I'm thinking about all these things, and then I'm thinking, wait, just her? Because she has 5 other siblings. So I had to ask him, everybody else is invited too, right? And he looked at me like I was crazy and said, no, those aren't my kids. We were together for years. You were their stepfather. You're gonna take your daughter to Disneyland and not take her siblings? Do you know how upset that would make them? Not doing it. She's not going unless her siblings can go. Period.
This is a prime example of a mom that wants to control the dynamics of a situation that she created. Because when you have children from different men, different fathers, they don't have an obligation to the children that are not theirs. You do. And I understand the situation where some kids get to do some things that the other kids aren't going to do. Well, you're the mom, you're the link. So you could make the decision to even it out if you needed to. But honestly, I think that kids are smart and they can understand the dynamic that this one child's real father is going to go do this one thing with them. But that's something that the mom has to work through with her kids and with the actual father of those kids. And do you know how expensive Disney World is? I cannot imagine paying for 5 kids. It is not appropriate to demand this, and definitely not appropriate to say that your daughter can't go with her father to Disney World just because your other kids can't go. That is not fair, and that is not your call to make.
What is the worst thing an ex has done to you?
Nothing, honestly. My ex has actually been really good to me.
What's the worst thing you did to an ex?
I cheated.
I beg your pardon?
Because he accused me of cheating, so I decided I was actually gonna go do it.
Come on now, dog. Who did you cheat with?
A lot of people.
How many people?
Maybe 4 or 5.
Come on, man.
He never found out. I was slick with it. I was slick.
Maybe your father didn't spend enough time with you. Maybe your mother didn't spend enough time. You didn't get the type of attention from your parents.
Long story short, he is not happy and wants a divorce.
Stop playing stupid when your man wants a divorce.
So he tells me that he isn't happy and wants a divorce. That's all. He doesn't give me explanations of why or what. I mean,
I don't know why. I'm the victim. It must be another woman.
Bitch, you ain't fooling nobody. I'm a chick too.
I mean, we were in process of building a new home. The architecturals, the design, everything was done. We were waiting for probably one more week. We would have had permits and we would have broken ground.
You built your dream house and he wants to fucking leave you.
We had just put a deposit on a bucket list trip to Italy for 2025. We, 2 days prior, sat down with a good friends of ours to put the finishing touches on a trip that we took with them every single year to the races in Sonoma. I mean, we're making grocery lists. He's sitting there watching me making grocery lists, knowing that he wants a divorce.
Imagine if you built this whole ass life together, everything's paid off, you're retired.
What the? I didn't cheat. I didn't lie. I didn't steal.
I can tell you right now what she did. I want this, I want that, bitch. That's what the fuck you did.
I wasn't perfect. I nagged.
You didn't give a fuck about his burdens. You didn't give a fuck about his feelings. You complained, you bitched, you whined, and you drove the man up a fucking tree to the point where he had no fucking way out. Women will divorce you for next to fucking nothing. When a man puts a ring on your finger, he loves you more than anything in the world. It is unconditional. For a man to ask for a divorce, you had to have put that man through some.
Hey fellas, nigga note. If the video ever starts out with "if a man," just know it's about to be some. Viewer discretion is advised.
Text me and I'm on my way to do any type of woman maintenance. Hair, nails, lashes, wax. And I tell you what I'm doing and you don't offer to pay or you just don't send no money, you can really go to hell.
Sound the alarms. There's another beggar on the loose. I don't know how we keep letting these hoes get away. We have to, like, we've been infiltrated. One of you is letting these hoes out every time we lock them up. Every day a video of a new beggar surfaces, and I'm trying to address them one by one, but this shit is becoming overwhelming. I would never understand for the life of me. If I am attractive, right? If I'm a woman, I'm attractive, and I feel like I got all this motion, I get what I want. I should never have to beg for anything. Like, it should just appear like I got Fairly Odd Parents or something like that.
And you could really lose my number because...
You know what? That's actually a point I can agree with. That person definitely needs to lose your number. But you know who needs to find a number? Like to a company that's hiring? You. That way you can make your own currency, right? And now you don't have to get online begging men to do it, especially random men that you don't know. Because if you had a guy taking care of all those things that you just mentioned, you wouldn't be online talking to us about it. It is clear one of the you was with did not send the bread, and now you feel some kind of way, so you got to vent. You came to the internet to say what you think men should be doing. Sweetheart, it don't always work that way. And if you are who you think you are, you would get what you wanted.
I don't know. It just bothers my soul.
What should bother your soul is that you broke. That should bother you much more. That should not be something you can sit comfortably with. Not the fact that he didn't send you the money. What it should be is like, bro, I'm broke. That bothers my soul. I gotta change this.
Knowing I'm telling you what I'm about to do, and you know it's gonna involve spending some bread, and you ain't sending nothing. Like, leave me alone forever.
That's literally the best part of the whole video. Fellas, please take her serious. Leave her alone. Forever. It's clear she's financially dependent. Don't bother with her. There's no need. But like any other video, you ain't gotta listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. I keep the change.
And kind of like Emily was talking about, I think a lady was essentially upset with her baby daddy because he wasn't going to take, what did she say, 3 or 4 kids or something like that. He was just going to take his daughter to Disney World or Disney or whichever park or theme park or whatever. He was just going to take his daughter. Well, why aren't you taking all of the kids? Like I said, I understand exactly what you're talking about, but these are not my kids. Modern women always want men, regardless of the situation, regardless of how dirty they've done the man, to cover. Just cover the bill. That's why men have pulled away from paying. This is why men are starting to say, well, you go ahead and pay your half because I'm not going to continue to get done dirty. And then you have women online talking about, he asked me to split the bill and just literally crying and stuff like that. Well, I just wanted a gentleman. Well, yeah, and I wanted a lady. But a lady has grace. A lady has tact, which a lot of you modern women don't have. Y'all continue to come out there in bad faith. Okay, maybe I'm not a gentleman, but you ain't a lady for sitting up here demanding and being entitled and not being graceful. Okay then, simple as that. And it's the same thing. I'm not messing around with you. I'm taking my daughter. Well, a gentleman, a real man would. I don't care nothing what you think about what a real man would and wouldn't do. I'm taking my child to Disney and I'm not paying for anybody else. Period. So you get to, modern women don't understand. You get to decide how you want to live your life. And it's only fair that a man gets to decide how he wants to live his.
My husband decided to get someone pregnant. I decided to divorce and let him have her. Was I wrong to bust all in his face the night before their wedding?
When you say bust, we mean
yes, you know
just hold on, tell me out.
What kind of bust? Like
Bust, spit splash.
They know what she's talking about.
Here's the hard part about the whole situation. Whenever you in a situation where you could one up somebody like, yeah, that's why I busted in his face the day before the wedding, it ain't gonna stop him from marrying her though.
Oh no, it didn't stop him from cheating throughout their marriage.
But what should have stopped you from giving him access to your sweet nectars, my love? A man that play with me can't have a conversation with me, let alone taste anything around these parts. I need you to have tossing and turning nights, remembering what I taste like because you'll never taste it again. And you let him play with you, disrespect your marriage, leave you, have a child, get engaged, get married to the side chick, and still have access to you. You should have been such a distant memory to him that it was tearing him up, or you don't even care what it's doing to him because you done moved on so much with your life.
She's right. She's right. So far.
I think that whatever you was hoping to achieve by, yeah, that's why I on your face. What does that mean for somebody that likes to eat? He had a blast.
I don't think it was about him. I
that's what
think
I'm
it was
thinking.
just closure for her to be able to be like, you know, he was up in this the night before his wedding.
That's a nice trophy in your collection.
But what happens when we sit in that spirit of revenge, what does it do for you if he still got married? You sitting there 20 years later like, yeah, I did this. He still got married.
Listen, first things first, cheating is wrong. At the same time, because people are, well, you don't follow it up with anything. No. Some people are able to work it out. Some people cannot work it out. I think the best thing you can do is have a discussion on what if infidelity happens in relationships? Who are you? Are you still somebody who's going to still want to deal with me and possibly work things out? And this situation is something that I usually see a lot, is that you see somebody who divorces somebody because they cheated on them, but they're still dealing with them. There are a lot of people like this, right? They'll still deal with that person. The only difference is that they're not married on paper. If you really not entertain a man who's cheated on you and you're not willing to work out infidelity, which happens, then you need to walk away. That is the most painful thing.
3 younger sisters accused me of SA and grape. You guys want to hear this story? I've never told it to anybody. So a long time ago, when I was probably 10, 11 years old maybe, one day my 3 sisters told police that I had SA'd and graped them. And my mother never hit me until that day. I still remember I was sitting down at the kitchen table just doing homework, and then all of a sudden she came in and just started wailing on me. And I couldn't understand why. But she told me, you SA'd your sisters. Now, I was a little kid at the time, had no idea what that even really meant, but I was like, I've never hurt my sisters or anything like that. I don't know what's going on. My mother flat out told me, she's like, I'm going to put you on a lie detector test, and I swear to God, if you fail that test, you are out of this house. She bought 4 polygraph tests. She found a polygrapher, bought 4 tests. 3 for my sisters, 1 for me. 3 of those tests failed. 1 passed. I'll let you guys deduce what happened there. When it came time to go to court, turns out the polygraph tests weren't even admissible in court. I don't even remember how that whole thing ended, to be honest. It was so long ago. We were all minors at the time, so I'm sure it's sealed. Has no real impact on my life today, but it's something I went through. Now, why did they do this, you might ask? So my sisters went to live with their father, who is different from my father. That man married a woman named Cheryl, and this woman hated my mother so much that she decided, I'm going to hurt this woman by hurting her son. So she basically brainwashed my sisters and coerced them into telling police and investigators that I had done that to them. Well, I didn't. Now, my 3 sisters never could bring themselves to apologize to me. To this day, I have no relationship with them. It is what it is.
This story is wild, and obviously that man has a very good attitude about it. He's probably worked through it for years since he was so young when it happened. But this is exactly why there should be punishment for false reporting. And even when it's a minor and it's an adult that is coercing them into false reporting, that woman should have been held accountable. At the very least, it should have been seen as essential towards those little girls for that woman to influence them that way. It's really so sad on so many levels because the girls were so young. For them not to eventually come to him as adults and apologize and take that accountability, even though they were children at the time, that just tells me that they were not taught right even after that point moving forward. But honestly, I'm not surprised because that's the culture we live in. You can falsely accuse somebody one day and then the next day just live on your life like normal, while that man ends up having his life potentially ruined. Thankfully, in this case, that man feels like he didn't really have any impact on his current life, but at the very least, it did divide his relationship between him and his sisters, which is still pretty devastating.
Oh, it's not. Excuse me, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, you're very pretty. I can get your Instagram?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Wait, what? Where are you going?
Drink.
Like, where are you going?
Continue my walk.
No, you're not gonna, like, ask why, ask about my boyfriend, like, try to, like, where's the effort, you know?
Act, you said no, so I'm gonna go.
But you don't want to, like, know why? Like, you don't care why?
I don't give a bro. You said no, bro. So, bro, on to the next hoe.
Not like what happened to like, oh, you got a boyfriend or something.
Bruh,
He don't let you have
Here's the
friends.
problem with you girls, bro. You want me to get on my knees and plead as to why
I
you
mean,
said no?
you don't have to plead, but where's the
Bruh,
effort?
What effort, bro? You said no. You don't deserve my damn effort, bro. If you was interested, you would have said yes, bro. You said no, so now it's time to go. Like, it's no if, ands, or but.
No, like,
y'all
that's
be
not
used, y'all
the
be used to these,
line.
y'all be used to these losers, bro. I'm not gonna spam, ask you why. Like, I don't care, bro. You said no. There's a million girls in this world, bro. You think I'm ready to sit right here and waste my time?
Bruh, you're
asking
not
shit?
wasting your time. It's me.
Bro, I'm not.
It's me.
Who is you?
Bruh.
I'm never gonna shake my cup, bro. I just met you, bro. You look good, just like the other 50 girls that I asked for the Instagram, bro. I'm ready to shake my cup for your gram, bro. You said no. Okay, cool.
Bruh, no, that's not your line. You gotta hit me with the like, oh, he don't let you have friends. Like, do that. Do that part.
No.
All right.
I, a single woman who lives at home and 30 intruders come in, God forbid.
Well, excuse me, Special Agent Cody Banks. What the 30? Gang, who is you that sending 30 people at you? You that dangerous? Cause I ain't gonna lie. 30 people, that's not just a B&E. That's not breaking and entering. Ain't just coming in trying to get TVs and gang. That's a hit. Is you John Wick? I swear, bro, some women think about situations and they push it to the highest degree. Why the is 30 people breaking into your crib? Is you rich? Bill Gates? The expectations at this point is so high, bro, that don't even try no more, man. I'ma try, but I ain't gonna try hard, gang. Y'all want motherfucker to be heavily endowed with bread. Y'all want a motherfucker to be a gentleman. Obviously, I'm gonna be a gentleman, obviously. Y'all want a motherfucker to be able to take out 30 niggas whilst unarmed. At this point, you need to go to Gotham. You looking for Bruce Wayne. Go get Batman. He perfect for you. Cause no problem, I'll wake up and protect the crib, you feel me? 2, 3, even 4 people. But at 30, that's where you like have a conversation with them. That's talking territory. It's 30 of y'all. I ain't finna try to fight y'all. At this point, I'm finna hear them out, and it might become 31. Cause you might deserve it. Send 30 people at you, you might deserve it. I'ma help them.
You think your pretty face and your new nails and your new toes mean that you should get your bills paid because you some fine. That means nothing. There's a bunch of fine out of here. And there's fine. They got their own business. It's fine. They got their own condo. It's fine. They take 2 vacations a year without the that she's talking to.
Don't even need your
Don't need it. So when
still fuck the living shit out of you.
And she's not tripping about her pussy. So when I add that into the equation, if there's a bunch of beautiful women exactly like you doing all of these other things, what makes you so special when you're not keeping up with what the standard is for your counterparts?
I'm gonna be real. I'm the really out here, okay? So I personally, I don't care what
Hold
nobody
on,
else.
you got a man right now? You're single. Drop a bomb. Stay single. As long as you think like this, as long as you keep talking and not receiving information, you will not have a man no time soon. You will have 40 years old and you will have cats and kittens and all type of animals in your house, but you will not have in-house dick or anything that protects, provides, or takes care of you because you acted like you were bigger than the program, respectfully. You're not bigger than the program.
And you have to question what these modern women be coming up there talking about. You really do. Because not only do they come up here talking about stuff, they come up here talking about it so proud. Like they brag on it. Look what I did. You didn't do anything. You just gave the man more of what he wanted. I'm sure during the time that the man was cheating on you, talking about the woman saying, you know, I slept with my ex-husband the night before his wedding at that point in time would be my ex-husband because we got divorced and he went on ahead and married the side chick. I mean, if the man is cheating, he doesn't care about any of that. And so you're giving him one of the best presents he could ever have. I mean, do you not think that the side chick knows that she's sleeping with him and he's going home to sleep with you? She knows that. But she's going to feel like she's already won. And she has, because he left you for her. And now you're saying, okay, well, I tell you what, I'm going to get back at you by giving him something that he wants anyway. So, I mean, essentially, the man is getting the best of both worlds, because who's to say you want a little bit of something because you get a little bit of lonely, right? You're not going to call somebody random. Not a lot of these women out here. You're not going to call somebody random. You can call somebody that you know, right? And well, I really don't want to mess around with him because he's no good, but I'm really down bad. And I'm gonna go to brunch. I'm gonna tell my girls about it. They gonna say no, and oh well, you should call me this. I got a fine little chocolate, tall, dark, and handsome, whatever it is. Yeah, man, but I don't know him like that, girl. Send me his number though. But for right now, when I need a little something, and even when I'm trying to get to know Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome, I'm gonna still be messing around with my ex-husband because that's who I know. That's who I can. He's easy. He's right on the line. I can get him until I get in the rotation with Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome. And when Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome get on my nerves, I'm going back to my ex. I mean, you think you're doing him a disservice, but you're actually doing him a favor.
Huh? Go ahead, Larry. What is he getting wrong? Go ahead. Let me hear your piece. I'm taking it all around. Go ahead and correct.
That's
correct me.
That's part of the pie. Okay.
Part of the pie.
You got to be able to bring something.
Yeah, I can take care of myself.
But okay. You got to be able to bring something. But I look for what's on the inside of a person.
As long as I have enough money.
But
my insides. So you see me and you look at my insides. So I work at Waffle House.
Hey,
I cook at Waffle House.
Yeah.
And I'm a faithful man. Yep. I have a consistent paying job. Yep. Okay. Do you see yourself being able to date me working at Waffle House? Drop a bomb. Give a damn about what's on the inside. You don't give a about none of that. You give a about him providing, taking care of the business, and providing a stable environment. If he cannot do that, he is not the man for you, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can just say that respectfully, Queen. You can just say that.
Are you going to rate everybody at the table with your own rating?
Typically, I don't rate people. Okay. The only time I would is if you guys were like, yeah, that's totally fine, do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it?
Yeah.
You're like a 4. I think probably 7.5, I want to say. 7.5, maybe 7.75. I give you a...
Rip it like a Band-Aid. Keep it cute and rip it like a Band-Aid.
A 1.75.
Okay. That's your opinion.
You like a 3.54. Maybe I need to downgrade my rating. I don't know. The face is good. There's symmetry. There's good harmony there. I think you're like a 5. Give you maybe 5.5. What did I think I said?
At a 5.5 as well.
5.5. Okay. 4.5. 4. 5.25 to 5.5.
When am I getting my apology? I just want to let y'all know, I told y'all these was bluffing. I told y'all they could settle. We just got the story. Was 9 on an air mattress. Type of princess treatment is that? That y'all so claim that y'all are princesses and queens and y'all don't settle for less. Oh, shut the up. Didn't even have even Princess Shrek ugly ass Fiona was in a tower. Had a dragon protecting that puss. This was y'all on an air mattress. The same who need a $300 steak dinner before they can talk to you, that need their hair and makeup done before they talk to you. Oh my lord, y'all don't even know why I really started making content for real. Cause I done beat up so many. I'm sorry, I take that back. I was so tired of looking at who I knew in real life that I had encounters with get on the internet popping shit like they that when I know you met in 2 hours in the bathroom and he didn't have to buy you a drink. My videos really started off as subs for real. That I fought because I couldn't do nothing because I know they were calling people on me. But then I started to realize that that I'm saying y'all get offended by. So it's not just these. It's all y'all. Y'all all stupid. And I'm never gonna be a stupid dumb like y'all. So I'm always gonna speak on what type of princesses get on air mattresses. I'm waiting for the answer.
For those that need to hear it, if he wanted to, he would. Right now, I'm working my second shift. I just finished my full-time job, just doing DoorDash to be able to pay for date night this weekend. I pay all the bills. I do most of the cleaning, and I do all of the cooking.
Yeah, you cook, bro. That girl don't like you like that. Shorty don't like you like that. And it's a shame that you on the internet pretty much bragging that you don't even see that she don't like you like that. Anybody that'll watch you do everything while they do nothing to the point that you need a second job and then you come home and do the chores too, doesn't like you like that. Man or woman. As a matter of fact, she cool with you getting a second job so she can actually go talk to the person that she really likes. That's more time for her to do what she needs to do. When somebody likes you, man or woman, they try to inconvenience you as least as possible. As a matter of fact, certain things they'll be like, no, you don't gotta do it. I'll do that. Don't worry about it. Thank you anyway. That's how you know somebody really like you. If somebody comfortable with you just doing everything, they don't really like you like that. They see you as a lick. That's what they see you as. You are a lick. That boy is cooked. It's a dirty game. I hope you stay focused though.
If you're able to recognize the amazing things that come along with a man like this, but you're unable or unwilling to give him the things that he needs, you do not deserve that type of man. Because that is a man that will care about you more than anyone else has except for your parents. That is a man that will never play games. That is a man that is straightforward with you. He will tell you what he thinks. That is a man that is all in, and he will easily fall in love with you, even when you're not fully reciprocating everything that he's doing for you. And because of that, yeah, that man is likely to overthink things. So the greatest gift that you can give a man like this is to reassure him. Reassure him that he is what you want. Reassure him that he's doing everything that he should be doing in a relationship. Reassure him of your wants and needs. Reassure him that you would tell him if something was wrong. Because the bottom line is that he just doesn't know what to expect out of a relationship, and he needs that reassurance. It's not that hard. If you can't do that, you don't deserve him.
How many minutes are in an hour?
358. I have no idea.
Wait. What country gifted the Statue of Liberty to the USA?
England?
I'm sorry, it's not England, but take another guess.
Yeah, no.
Do you want a hint?
Sure.
Germany occupied them during World War II.
Okay, so it's Germany?
I mean, she's
Wait.
wrong.
Nobody help. Which country gifted the Statue of Liberty to the U.S.? Countries.
Germany?
The colors of the flag that gifted the Statue of Liberty include white, red, and blue.
Oh, it's America. Bless your heart. Oh no.
Wait, the United States gifted the Statue of Liberty
to
itself.
United States.
What gas do humans breathe in to survive?
Carbon dioxide? What? No. Monoxide? I don't know.
I would love to get you in a room full of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, all of that.
When I say I cannot stand this generation of females, I really cannot. This generation of females know the most about a and know everything about why a man does what he does, but cannot figure out why they can't keep one. This generation of women love comparing the men in our generation to traditional men when ain't none of them experienced the traditional man. So now they try to make light of anything a man in this generation does, and then try to emasculate a man at every chance they get. If a man vape, he's sassy. If he listens well enough to respond to the bullshit you're talking when you're arguing, and he can make valid points and argue back, oh, he's sassy. And now the new thing is that if a man is hypersexual or too freaky, he has to be bisexual. By the time y'all emasculate all of these, it ain't gonna be no quote unquote men for y'all to damn date. We already let men put lashes on and they can automatically just say that us. Now y'all want to emasculate all the rest of them for everything else. And that's crazy because we have men that pay money to come into clubs on weekends where other people have spent hundreds of dollars to be there and kick it, and they got going on outside the club that's so deep that they can't concentrate in this club because they got to touch this. They got to put their hands on this tonight. They cannot make it through the night without getting this popping. Probably they see in the hood and won't do too, but in this club where they know he not armed, they gotta touch him. We not calling them street. Them is the real. And now we talking about any that don't want to pay our bills and our 2 months of rent we behind the first 5 minutes we meet them, and we all want a traditional man. Traditional men pay bills and also beat your ass. And none of y'all could keep a traditional man. Just walking around sucking on the first mother night and not even making it to the girlfriend stage. Back in the day, was getting wife without even doing none of that freak. And most of y'all drink like bikers and fight like crackheads. What traditional man are you keeping making Alfredo every day? Don't get me started on the that try to make it seem like anytime a don't want to be stuck up they ass because he with his homeboys, he gay. I can't stand y'all. Those are the that don't like to look within, because it's probably that they kick it with. It's just them is probably fun. Sometimes y'all be boring. Sometimes y'all don't have nothing going on or nothing to talk about. Most of y'all don't got to y'all name but an Instagram and a motherfucking Zeus account. Yet y'all know everything about why a nigga do what he do.
And honestly, I really don't have a problem. I think there was a clip there where she was talking about I only care what's on the inside. And they said, well, what if I work at Waffle House? But, you know, I need a little bit more than that. Well, you know, it's not just about the inside, then, is it? It's about how much can you provide to me, and then we're going to look at the inside. Okay, makes sense. But I think there's a lot of these modern women out here that have a certain threshold that they don't even meet. I can see if you might be, I can see if you're in that area yourself, then you might be able to demand it. But also at the same time, modern women, their threshold is really me and above. Whereas a man's threshold is probably going to be, if I'm a millionaire, I can take somebody in McDonald's. As a woman, you know, that's making a little money, I don't know if you have to go down that low. But let's say if you're making $100,000, it doesn't have to be 100,000 and up. It could be 70,000. Honestly and truly, it could be 50,000. 150K, depending on where you stay, is pretty good. Bars, right? If you're gonna say, well, I really don't want no man that's making 50K, I make 100K, I want him to be close. 80K. That's good enough. But like I said, most modern women, they want that man at bare minimum. I mean, like the absolute ground floor. And that's struggling 100K. And he's struggling at that. I'm struggling to like him when he's making 100K. I really would like my man bare minimum, like not ground floor, but that's basically like, you think like a car, you making 100K, you running on fumes if you were in a car. To be at about a quarter of a tank, I would like my man to be at about 120, 100, and really honestly and truly 150, right? That's kind of like bare minimum. To get to where I actually want, you know, which would be like kind of like half a tank, probably 250. Mind you, I make 100K. And to be on a full tank, probably about 500,000. That, I think that would be pretty good for me. That's what modern women be talking about.